Your dog is already asleep, curled up, breathing slow, paws twitching in some dream you'll never see, and you're still moving around the house. That seems fine. It seems harmless. You're just living your evening, getting a glass of water, checking your phone, turning the TV up a little. But here's what you don't know. Your dog is not as asleep as you think. And what you do in the hours after your dog closes its eyes, the light, the sound, the routine, the energy in the room, it is shaping something far deeper than a single night's rest. It is shaping your dog's mood the next morning, its anxiety levels, its behavior, its bond with you. Tonight, you are going to find out exactly what you're doing wrong, and you probably have no idea you're doing it at all. 6 things. 6 nightly habits. And most dog owners do at least 3 of them without ever questioning it. Let's start. Number 6, you're going to bed with unresolved tension in the house. This is the one no one talks about. Dogs are barometers. They read emotional energy in a room the way you read words on a page, effortlessly, constantly, without being able to turn it off. The tension in your shoulders after an argument, the sharp tone in your voice even when you're not speaking to them. The way 2 people in a house move around each other when something is unresolved. Your dog feels all of it, and it cannot file it away. It cannot tell itself, that's between them, it has nothing to do with me. It only knows something is wrong in the pack. Something is unsettled. And an unsettled pack is not safe. A dog that goes to bed in a house carrying unresolved tension does not sleep peacefully. It remains alert. It monitors. It waits. You may notice it on those nights. The dog that keeps lifting its head. The dog that moves from room to room. The dog that cannot seem to find a comfortable position because the discomfort is not physical. You cannot always resolve what the night carries, but you can do something small and deliberate before you sleep. Speak to your dog calmly. Make direct, warm contact. Let your body language say clearly, "We are safe. The night is fine. You can rest." Your dog has been waiting for that signal. Give it to them. Number 5, you're interacting with them right before you want them to sleep. Here is the one that surprises people most. You love your dog. The evening is when you finally have time for your dog. So you play. You wrestle a little. You give belly rubs that go on and on. You get your dog excited, tail wagging, eyes bright, and then 20 minutes later you expect them to be asleep. But arousal doesn't switch off like a light. When your dog is stimulated, physically, emotionally, socially, its nervous system enters an elevated state. Heart rate up, muscles warm, brain active. The body needs time to descend from that state. In dogs, depending on the level of stimulation, that descent can take 30 minutes to over an hour. If you are engaging your dog with high-energy play at 9:30 and wondering why it's still pacing at 10:15, this is why. The interaction itself is not the problem. Connection with you is one of the most important things in your dog's life. The timing is the problem. Shift high-energy interaction earlier in the evening. Let the final 30 to 45 minutes before sleep be calm, quiet presence, gentle contact, not performance, not play, just being near each other without escalation. That transition time is not wasted time. It is the dog's nervous system finding its way back to baseline. It is the space between the day and the sleep. And when you protect that space, your dog will cross into rest faster, deeper, and more completely. Number 4, you're letting them sleep in a thermally unstable space. You probably haven't thought about this one. Where does your dog sleep? And what happens to the temperature of that space through the night? Dogs, like humans, experience a core body temperature drop during deep sleep. That drop is not incidental. It is part of the biological process of sleep itself. The body cools to conserve energy and consolidate rest. For that process to work, the sleep environment needs to be stable, not too hot, not too cold, and crucially, not fluctuating. But many dogs sleep in spaces that shift dramatically overnight. A room near an exterior wall that drops significantly after midnight. A spot near an air conditioning vent that blasts cold air at irregular intervals. A sunny corner that was warm at 7 but cold by 10. When the temperature fluctuates, the body responds. Sleep lightens. The dog rouses, not fully awake, not fully asleep. Muscles tense. The recovery process stalls. You may never see it happen, but you'll see the result. A dog that wakes stiff. A dog that seems uncomfortable in the morning. A dog that moves slowly until it's been up for an hour. Check where your dog sleeps. Run your hand along that space at different times of night if you can. Notice what the temperature does. A stable, mildly cool environment, not cold, not overheated, is one of the simplest gifts you can give your dog's sleep quality. It sounds small. For your dog's nervous system, it is enormous. Number 3, you're changing the routine without realizing it. Your dog does not experience time the way you do. It does not have a clock on the wall. It does not check its phone. What it has is you, your patterns, your rhythms, your movement through the house, and from those patterns, it builds an internal map of what comes next. That map is everything. When the map holds, when you feed at the same time, walk at the same time, settle at the same time, your dog's nervous system is calm. It knows what's coming. It doesn't need to be alert. But some nights, the map breaks. You stay up 2 hours later than usual. You skip the evening walk. You eat dinner at a different time. You have people over, and the house hums with unfamiliar energy until midnight. None of that feels significant to you. It was just a different kind of Tuesday. To your dog, the map has failed. And a dog whose map has failed cannot relax. It stays up, watching, waiting for the pattern to resume. Waiting for the signal that tells it, now it is safe to sleep. That signal may not come until long after you've gone to bed. Consistency in the evening routine is not just about convenience. It is direct communication to your dog's nervous system. It says, I know what this night looks like. I have seen this before. I am safe. When the routine holds, sleep comes easier. When the routine breaks repeatedly, the dog begins to exist in a state of low-grade vigilance, never fully wound down, never fully at rest. The most powerful thing you can do for your dog's sleep costs you nothing. It just requires doing the same things in the same order at roughly the same time each night. That's not a rule. That's a message. And your dog is always listening. Number 2, you're making unpredictable noise. Think about the sounds your house makes after dark. The TV volume that jumps during an ad break, the sudden ring of your phone, a door slamming in another room, someone laughing loudly, a notification chime, another. To you, these sounds are background. You've learned to filter them. Your brain has a filing system. Known sound, safe, ignore. Your dog does not have that filing system. Every unfamiliar sound spike is a potential threat. Every sudden noise is evaluated instantly, involuntarily by a brain that evolved to survive by never missing a warning signal. What happens in that moment? Cortisol, the stress hormone. A small surge, sometimes large, every single time a jarring sound breaks the quiet. Your dog may not visibly startle. It may not even open its eyes. But inside, the stress response has fired, and cortisol takes time to clear the system. If your evenings are full of unpredictable noise spikes, your dog is spending its rest time cycling in and out of micro-stress responses. It never reaches the deep, slow-wave sleep it needs. It wakes the next morning with cortisol levels already elevated. That dog is not rested. That dog is primed to overreact, to bark at things it would normally ignore, to be restless, unsettled, harder to calm. The noise didn't have to be loud, it just had to be unpredictable. What helps? Consistent, low-level background sound. A fan, quiet music, something that masks the spike of random noise and gives your dog's brain permission to stop monitoring. Predictable sound is safe sound, and safe sound is the beginning of real sleep. Number 1, you're keeping the lights on too long. Your dog's brain is ancient. 15,000 years of evolution have wired it to one simple signal. Light means awake, darkness means sleep. When the sun went down, the ancient dog rested. There was no other option. Darkness was the body's cue to begin producing melatonin, the hormone that triggers deep, restorative sleep. Your dog still runs on that system. But your house doesn't go dark at sunset. Your house has overhead lights blazing at 10, 11, midnight. It has screens throwing blue-white light across the room. It has lamps in every corner, left on long after your dog's body was ready to wind down. Here's what that does. Artificial light, especially blue-spectrum light from phones and televisions, suppresses melatonin production in your dog just as it does in you. The body is waiting for the darkness signal. It never comes. So instead of entering deep sleep at the right time, your dog lies there in a state of low-level wakefulness, technically resting, but not recovering. You'll see it the next morning. The dog that seems tired before the day has even started. The dog that is irritable, easily startled, slower to respond to you. That dog did not sleep properly, And the lights you left on are part of why. The fix is not complicated. Dim the lights an hour before your dog's normal sleep time. Let the room begin to signal what the body already knows. The day is ending. Your dog will notice before you do. 6 things. Most of them invisible. All of them real. The lights that never dim. The sounds that spike without warning. The routine that shifts without explanation. The temperature that drops and rises while your dog tries to stay under. The excitement that has nowhere to go. The tension that fills the room like weather. Your dog cannot tell you any of this. It can only show you, in the morning, in its mood, in the way it moves through the day. Now you know what to look for. And tonight, you know what to change. If this helped you understand your dog a little better, subscribe to my channel. There's more where this came from, and your dog is worth every minute of it.